Welcome into Safety Blitz. I feel like that sound right there almost was the complete story. Even just the let's go from McVay walking away, everything they were faced with. No Ramsey, no Higbee, no Darrell Henderson, no Rob Havenstein, the right tackle. I mean, that's some tough hits to take right before that game. What'd you think of the way that the Rams responded on the football field?
The Rams' mindset was completely different. It was more physical. You look at what they did offensively. They came out with 6 offensive linemen at times. And Sean McVay, he understands now that you can't reach a Super Bowl with this finesse stuff. You got to be able to get it down there, run the football, add extra linemen if you have to. And on the defensive side of the ball, they were physical, flying around. Aaron Donald did his thing. But Sean McVay finally gets it. That's why you're so pumped up, because he's like, my team finally played physical. And I thought he had a great game plan.
And also, you're starting to see Odell Beckham Jr. come into this fold. And I think it's the perfect style of coaching from Sean McVay. I don't know if you saw that clip sort of go viral last week of McVay and Jefferson, the way he was coaching him on the sideline. He just has this love and appreciation for his players and makes everybody feel that love. And I think Odell Beckham Jr. has come in with a team-first mindset, and Stafford's been the right quarterback for him. It's not like they're trying to force him his touches. They're just coming within the offense, which seems to be the perfect way to get OBJ going. And last night, he looked fast. He looked quick. He looked explosive again. And we haven't really seen that after all of these injuries that he suffered.
Absolutely, and I was about to say the same thing. He looked fresh. He looked free. He looked like he was excited about playing football. I remember talking to him earlier this year when we were in Atlanta, and he didn't seem really excited. You know, he seemed down. He seemed like he was doubting himself. But now he's playing with a lot more confidence. He's a legitimate weapon. And and what happens with Cooper Kupp? Cooper Kupp, they're using him, and that's one of my concerns, how much they're using Cooper Kupp. And I would say maybe rotate Odell Beckham in that slot a little bit, because he's played in that slot and he's very effective when he's in there.
Yeah, it was cool to see Sony Michel out there getting the bulk of this workload too. Sony Michel runs hard. He's a physical running back. Then you get Henderson back. Then you got the combination of both of those guys. I want to flip it to Arizona quickly. Kyler Murray has played basically his 2 worst games in primetime. The Thursday night game where they lost to Green Bay. Now he comes back on Monday night, loses to the Rams, who were without a whole bunch of players. Kyler Murray's performance overall, what did you see from him?
Man, when you watch Kyler Murray, he's a really good player, obviously, and he can put a lot of pressure on the defense. But it can't be one of those situations, Jack, where he's dropping back and he's running around trying to create plays. And that's the thing that throws me off. When he drops back 4 or 5 yards and he throws the ball, I really like that. But once he starts running around and, trying to create all these different plays, that's where I get concerned. Yes, you're going to have plays where it's unbelievable and we say, oh my God, can you believe that play that Kyler Murray made? But there's going to be other instances when he's a young quarterback, he's going to force the ball like he did and throw a couple interceptions. You can't have that. I told you last week, I said it comes down to his speed, being able to control his speed, and also his decision making. And he has to be better. I'm going to tell you one guy that I was really, really excited to see, and that was James Conner. James Conner, he's gone through, when he was with Pittsburgh, he went through a lot of adversity with all the different injuries, and it was just really good to see him back playing, because I was one of those guys that doubted him, like, man, can James Conner still play? But now he looks faster. He looks stronger. He looks like he's a receiver catching one-hand passes. Now you can take him out of the backfield. You can put him in the slot, or you can bring him out of the backfield and he can catch the ball. We know how tough and physical he is as a runner. I'm just so happy and excited for James Conner.
Yeah, I am right there with you. I couldn't believe that he was running the full route tree. I mean, he's lining up there in the slot, and he's running every route, zigs, ins, outs, comebacks. He's down the field 10 yards to getting the football, and that way 9 catches for 94 yards is what he finished the game with. But probably the biggest thing when you watch him play is that he doesn't go down with one guy. It takes 2 or 3 hats around the football if you're going to get him down, and it's a contract year for him. Just signed that 1-year deal there in Arizona, still having to prove it, even with the success that he had in Pittsburgh. And I think he has proven something here, Roddy. You think a team may take a chance and sign him to a couple of years on a contract here and give him a chance to be the featured man based on what you're seeing?
Well, it better be Arizona. That's where you want to go. And sometimes a change of scenery, environment is good. And we see it. This is a perfect fit because he's one of those guys, he doesn't care. He's an ultimate team player. He doesn't care if he gets the ball 2 times or if he gets it 25 times. He's going to do anything it takes to, be productive for the team. I like this kid, man. Really excited for him.
I do too. A.J. Green had a big game for them as well, over 100 yards. But I thought the biggest thing watching this game was that this Rams defensive line, this Rams pass rush is overwhelming. And we knew it would take a little bit of time for Von Miller, for Aaron Donald to develop the chemistry, one sort of from the inside, one coming around the outside. But that chemistry is starting to form now. And these are some pure athletes that are rushing guys like Kyler Murray. And we've seen Kyler Murray escape and beat linebackers and even beat defensive backs at times with pure speed. But athletes like Donald and like Von Miller are a whole different level, and we saw that play itself out. This is the best pass rush in all of football, and they took over this game early, often, and even late when they needed big moments. Tip passes, you name it. Whatever they needed, this defensive line was coming up with it.
Yeah, and a lot of times, too, even if it's not the sack, it's the pressure because he sees those guys. Trust me, he knows where number 99 is at. He knows where number 40 is at. He knows where Leonard Floyd is at. And these guys are fast. They're all fast. They're all long and athletic, and they get after you. Aaron Donald, what can you say, man? We talk about Michael Parsons, but this guy, man, he's still the best defensive player I've seen in my generation.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.